James Stockdale, the toughest American in Vietnam. During Operation Homecoming, in early 1973, nearly 600 U.S. prisoners of war returned from Vietnam. Many had endured the longest wartime captivity of U.S. POWs in the nation's history. One of those was Navy Vice Admiral James B. Stockdale. He was an iconic naval aviator. He remains the only three-star admiral to have worn both aviator wings and the Medal of Honor. Stockdale was born on December 23, 1923, in Abingdon, Illinois. He attended the U.S. Naval Academy. After graduating in 1947, he became a pilot by 1950. Over the next 15 years, he worked his way up the ranks. He was sent by the Navy to Stanford University, but he preferred flying, so he went back to that when the Vietnam War began. By late summer of 1965, Stockdale had already flown nearly 200 combat missions. On September 9th, the pilot was on his third tour of duty. He led Carrier Air Group 16 on a mission over North Vietnam. On his flight back from the target, Stockdale's A-4 Skyhawk was shot down. He ejected over a small village and was captured. He suffered from several broken bones. Stockdale was taken to the prisoner of war camp in Hanoi, famously called the Hanoi Hilton. It was known for its brutality. Stockdale was held there for nearly 8 years. From the start, he refused to cooperate with his captors. He was caught, urging other POWs to resist. Stockdale and 10 other senior POWs were taken to another jail block. They were frequently tortured. Stockdale spent 2 years in heavy leg irons and 4 years in isolation. He led the POW's culture of defiance. He tried to find ways to communicate and govern prisoner behavior. Stockdale became a symbol of resistance. One of his most famous acts of defiance was cutting his own wrists. Thus, he showed the enemy that he would rather die than tell them anything. The act helped end the North Vietnamese use of excessive torture toward POWs. Stockdale was finally released, along with several other POWs, in February 1973 during Operation Homecoming. On March 4, 1976, he received the Medal of Honor at a ceremony at the White House. His other awards include 2 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 3 Distinguished Service Medals, 4 Silver Stars, and 2 Purple Hearts. Stockdale served in the Navy for 2 more years as president of the Naval War College. He retired in August 1979, ending a 32-year career. His story helped form the backbone of the ethics class, known as Foundations of Moral Obligation. It is still one of the most popular electives among students at the Naval War College. As a civilian, Stockdale was the interim running mate for Reform Party presidential candidate Ross Perot. He also served a year as president of the Citadel in South Carolina. In 1980, the Vice Admiral James Stockdale Award was created for inspirational leadership. The guided missile destroyer USS Stockdale, commissioned in 2009, was named in his honor. Stockdale was struggling with Alzheimer's disease. He died at his home in Coronado, California, on July 5, 2005.